I am a condo owner residing in Toronto, and these are my proposed changes to condo law in Ontario. Condo law allows condo management to prosecute condo owners using their money, even if the case will be lost by condo management. The money will be paid out of the pocket of condo owners. Condo owners can resolve disputes legally only in Superior Court, where they have to hire the lawyer with hourly rate $250 to $500, with $10,000 as a minimum retainer. I was legally prosecuted by our condo president several years ago and have spent several thousands on the cage staged by him. Our condo is 40 years old with nearly 600 residents. Our condo president re-elects himself for more than 20 years. He is around 90 years old. Half of the units are rented because the initial owners are dead or not living there. So we could never change condo president because it is impossible to collect more than 50% of condo owners to re-elect him. Our condo is neglected and in a run-down state. Repairs are not done in due time, or not done at all in condo itself or in condo units. The building is infested for several years by cockroaches and ants, but apartments are not sprayed, although in condo agreement it is stated that they have to be sprayed every year. The elevators are often broken. The water could be cut off for several hours without any notices, as it was done a week ago, and there is no place in the building to take the water. Condo president humiliates and terrorizes residents. Several condo owners sued him in human rights court for making blacklists and using nicknames for condo owners. One owner sued him in small claims court for not giving access to condo documents. And when the court made decision to give access, he didn't give her access to all the documentation she needed. He simply ignored the decision of the small claims court, and he got away with it. When I come with the letter where I state the problem, he shouts at me and throws papers, refusing to accept when I don't have witnesses. When with witnesses, he accepts but never responds to the letters in writing. My case. My only fault was that I happened to live under the apartment where the former owner has converted illegally washroom into a shower. Condo president did nothing when issuing certificate for sale to make the former owner to revert it back. New owners wanted to revert it back by cutting and welding pipes through the ceiling in my washroom, although they could do it from their unit. Our condo president began pressing me to allow them to do that, but he refused to give me any warranties in case if something will be damaged, and I had newly renovated washroom. Then condo president sued me for not granted access on particular day for inspection, which supposed to cut my ceiling without any description of what, how, and for which reason it would be done. I went to the office to meet him to discuss it, but the office during working hours was closed, as it usually happened with our office. Under condo president's supervision, the legal copper pipe that was in the unit above was magically changed into a legal plastic one, which was revealed when it was inspection and my ceiling was cut. Court case lasted for 1 year, and during this year the inspection was done. Cutting and welding pipes through my washroom damaged my washroom, and the case ended in sentencing me to pay $9,000 to Condo for not granting access on particular day and demanding the answers to my question. I appealed to the Superior Court, where I was told that it was the right court. But in reality, it was not the right one, so I spent again a lot of energy and I have a lot of stress to transfer it to the right court. Division Court decided that parties didn't owe money to each other. I lost money and health during 2 years of this legal fight. Under current condo law, condo management is not controlled by any body of the government. I have written letters to the newspapers, radio, TV, and went to MP, wrote to the all level of government, city, provincial, federal, and I have never received any support. Condo management can prosecute condo owners, beginning with harassment and ending with legal prosecution. It's not responsible legally or financially for any wrong repairs of any misspent money. Not responsible for not doing required repairs, neither in the building nor in the units. Not legally responsible for hiring the trades personnel who are not qualified for the job, as was in my case, and can falsify the votes, denying the unit owners access to any information. Proposed changes. Government bodies should be appointed to supervise condo boards. It should be allowed 20% of the unit owners to re-elect board instead of 50%. Allow condo owners to solve disputes with condo management not in Superior Court, but in small claims court. Make condo management legally responsible for falsifications papers, not having required permits for work, hiring not licensed personnel for the work which requires licensing. Dismiss the board in case if it violates the right of condo owners to access the condo documents. I want to know what are your proposals. Please post videos of your cases and proposals on YouTube for public to be aware of the problem. And please leave the link to them in your comments. Thank you for viewing.